I see the Freemasons plan right now. They voted in Zohran Mamdani. The Jews voted him in. In my last video, before this one, go watch it. You'll see what I'm talking about. Just like they did with Hitler. So, they got Mamdani in New York, and now they're playing the call to prayer to piss off the Christians, alright? But remember, about 6 or 7 years ago, or 5 years ago or something, the U.S. left $7 billion of weapons in Afghanistan, remember? What was that about? You thought it was just too expensive to take, right? You believe that bullshit? I'll tell you why. You just gotta know what they want. The Holy Scripture tells us they build the third temple in the Holy Land, right? How do you do that? You gotta destroy the Temple Mount. Okay, so what do? They use America as a hub since 1933, right? They've been using America as a bank and an army. And then they got the 1948, they sent the Israelis there. Gog and Magog's lineage from Ezekiel 38 and 39. Or in Arabic, Yajuj and Majuj lineage from Japheth. That's them. They got there in 1948. And now, they're about to leave America, just like they left Germany and went to the US. They're going to do it again. And the way they left Germany, you've seen what happened, right? They're doing it again. All that anti-Semitism is them doing it again on purpose. They want it. Because they wrote 3 World War plans to destroy the Temple Mount. And blame the Muslims. And use the Christians' hatred against the Muslims, which has been pre-programmed from every Hollywood movie. Since you've seen Hollywood movies, the Muslims were bad. And they do it on purpose. Who owns your media? Who owns your Hollywood? All of the Zionists own it. Who owns the money in America? The banks, the Zionists, the Rothschilds. They're all one family, deceiving you all. This is what I'm saying. You guys are getting played. Big time. They're taking their money and they're going to the Holy Land. So what do? They leave $7 billion of weapons in Afghanistan. Remember that? Why? Because those are Sunnis. So they indirectly funded them to build their nation up next door to Iran. Then they get Iran and Israel to fight each other. The next one that's coming, because America's sending their warships, they're getting ready for phase 2. Phase 1 is over. They voted in the Muslim mayor. They got Jake Lang. They got the Scottish Korean spreading hate. Phase 1 is done. The protests, they've already made you hate the Muslims enough. The Jews in your countries. They're not Semitic. I am. I'm Semitic. The Jews of today are Ashkenaz. They're non-Semitic. They're being anti-Semitic to the Arabs. Me. I'm Semitic, not them. Their language was created in the 1900s from the Zionists after Theodore Herzl. It's a Yiddish. It's not Semitic. It's a brand new creation of the Hebrew language from the 1900s. It's not a Semitic language. So they're not even Semitic. These non-Semitic Ashkenaz lineage of Gog and Magog are doing inside jobs on you since World War I. Now they're about to take the Holy Land. They raised up an army next door to Iran with old US weapons. That way they can destroy the Temple Mount with an Iranian missile. They need to restart the war with Israel and Iran on purpose so they can get Iranian missiles fired at Israel in order to simultaneously blow up the Temple Mount, put it on TV that Iran did it, starting a Sunni-Shia war. Then the $7 billion of weapons left in Afghanistan, the Sunnis, will invade the Shias. And when that Temple Mount gets destroyed, there's 2 billion Muslims, and probably 1 billion of them will start protesting when that Temple Mount gets destroyed. At that time, you'll all blame the Muslims. Because of the Sunnis invading the Shias and the Zionists owning the media, they get to fuel your hatred consistently. That's how they operate. They operate as the medium for your emotional control. They want to control your emotions so they can fulfill their agendas. That's how they operate. So if you can't control your own emotions, they got you. That's it. Which is happening all over. The people can't control their own emotions. They don't have discernment. They don't see someone playing games on them. They trust everything that's being said to them. So what happens? They end up being led on the direction of what's being presented. I know what they want the Temple Mount, so I could see why they left weapons here. And I know there are Sunnis here and Shias here, and I know that the world will start protesting, so I can piece it together. I see them voting in a Muslim and playing the call to prayer in New York City, pissing off the Americans. They've got you all. This. I'm just sitting here watching it like I'm eating popcorn. Like it's a TV show. And I'm surprised that nobody could see what I'm seeing. I guess we're on different levels. That's what they're going to do. Takes a little time. You got to build it up. It's not overnight, but you can see it building up. And it's coming. Imagine if the dollar crashed. Boom, everybody lost their money. And now, all the people that's full of hatred that are spread apart, you know, some people hate the LGBs, some people hate this, some people hate that. Well, when you lose your money simultaneously, and they could say somebody else did it, all your hatred gets focused on one thing. Iran. That's how you send the army. Then, during that fight, an Iranian missile will destroy the Temple Mount, starting a Sunni-Shia war, protests in all the world, because the 3 World War plan of the Freemasons specifically states, separate the people using Israel and Palestine on purpose. So, I guess the show's got to go on. Hey, Freemasons? I see it. I see it. In fact, I see better than the Masons. I see their plan. It took them about 50 years to plan this. I see it. It only took me about 5-6 seconds to see through it. Yeah, we're on different levels, Masons. I like your kitchen aprons and your little rituals, though.